In a shocking turn of events, a 38-year-old police officer has been found guilty of abusing his position to engage in sexual activities with a 21-year-old student. The officer, who has not been named to protect the victim's identity, was called out to the student's home under the guise of a welfare check. The incident occurred over 2 years ago when the officer, in his position of authority and trust, exploited a vulnerable situation to initiate a series of inappropriate encounters with the student. The officer's actions were described as arrogant and a blatant misuse of his power and duty. The trial, which took place over several weeks, saw graphic details emerge about the relationship between the officer and the student. The court heard that the officer used his position to gain the student's trust and manipulate her into engaging in sexual activities. The student testified that she felt unable to refuse the officer's advances due to his position of power and authority. She described feeling trapped and helpless, fearing repercussions if she were to report him. The prosecution presented a strong case against the officer, using evidence gathered from text messages, witness testimonies, and the officer's own admissions during police interviews. The defense attempted to discredit the victim's story, but their efforts were ultimately unsuccessful. The jury returned a unanimous guilty verdict, finding the officer guilty on all counts. He now faces a potential prison sentence, as well as being stripped of his police powers and facing a criminal record. This case has raised serious concerns about the use of power by those in positions of authority and the exploitation of vulnerable individuals. It serves as a stark reminder that those in law enforcement must uphold the highest standards of conduct and ethical behavior, especially when dealing with similar cases like this.